stick back out on the play. All a shot save. Pastrnak scores! David Pastrnak!
Atomic.
Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and welcome back to another NFL broadcast. Week 15, Monday Night Football, as the 4-9 Los Angeles Rams travel to Lambeau Field to take on the 5-8 Green Bay Packers. Well, it's simple. You lose, you are officially eliminated from playoff contention, with the Lions at 7-7, and with the Rams and the Cardinals being the two worst in the NFC West, it is dang near impossible to see them make the playoffs. So, alas, this game is still going to happen. Again, not many expected Baker Mayfield to be the Browns' starting quarterback at this point, but he is, and he threw for over 200 yards, including the game-winning touchdown last Thursday against the Raiders. As for the Packers, they were on quite a bit of a losing skid. They've gotten out of that, but they still are not incredible. They lost to Philadelphia a couple weeks ago on Sunday Night Football. That was the last time they were on prime time. They also lost to the Titans. They have lost some hard-fought games, but they have lost. They've also lost their left outside linebacker, Rashawn Gary, who was placed on IR a couple weeks ago. Same thing with the second-year cornerback, Eric Stokes. And the Rams also dealing with injuries, more injuries than the Packers. Aaron Donald's been inactive the last two games, and the Rams are still without quite a bit of their offense, being Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Allen Robinson. The Rams will receive the kickoff first, as we are getting set and ready to go here in the Lambeau Field. Hope everyone enjoys this broadcast. Mason Crosby kicks it away, and away we go from Lambeau. This return is by Powell, and it'll be brought down at the 20 as the Packers special teams all over it there. Inus Gaines, the free safety, getting the tackle there. Baker Mayfield against the Raiders, as I mentioned, through the game-winning touchdown with 9 seconds left. He went 22 for 35 for 230 yards. He played 2 days after being claimed off waivers after the Carolina Panthers waived him last Monday. Mayfield begins under center, takes the snap, handoff goes to the left. That is Cam Akers, and Akers with a nice run right out of the gate. 16 yards, Cam Akers. Nice stuff right there out of the running back in LA already with a rushing first down. Glad to have you with us, Kyle. Let's go, Ramsey, another Steelers fan. That's right. Yeah, the Blake Bortles-led Rams. This is a Blake Bortles Bowl. Played on the Rams in 2019, 2020, and, of course, played on the Packers last season as Jordan Love's backup when Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19. Again, I'll get to this in a brief moment after this play, as that is put in motion as the receiver. Handoff goes, and I guess Akers couldn't get lucky 2 times in a row. Kenny Clark with the tackle there, a loss of 2. So if I am a little behind, I am broadcasting, forced to watch the game off my computer again. Yesterday it was because the Jaguars-Cowboys game wasn't shown in Massachusetts. Well, today's reasoning is earlier today, my downstairs television blew up. That's not fun. and we are getting the new Pardon Friday. So let's just say for tonight's broadcast and Jaguars Jets on Thursday, I'll have to be broadcasting off my computer, switching tabs between the game and the StreamYard tabs. So, yeah, don't be upset if I don't read the chats until commercial breaks or whatever. Feel free to spam the chat with questions. It helps me fill up time during the commercial breaks and whatever. During halftime, we'll recap a lot of crazy games from yesterday. And I shall mention after this broadcast, go check out Jaguars Cowboys. That game was absolutely insane. 2nd and 12 for the Rams. We got a flag as the inside handoff. Then Goshan Hockley, our referee, his father Ed he was an official for nearly 20 years. He called the false start on LA. That's the tackle, Ty Nensky. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on, just in case you're watching this game live on ESPN. I know, and please no spoilers, because I know you guys watching it live on ESPN, you must be at least a play ahead of me. So please no spoilers in the chat. Put in motion is Atwell. Handoff goes down to the 30. That's a gain of 2. We'll leave that as Kyron Williams on the tackle, and Kenny Clark already has 2. As Williams got the 2-yard run, it's 3rd and 15. Well placed at the 30, and shotgun. Mayfield has a hard time handling the snap. He throws, caught, and a gain of 18. A first down for Van Jefferson, another receiver who's missed time this year for LA. Just going to run through the Rams injury report here. Stafford on IR. Same with Robinson and Kupp, as we've mentioned. They're missing a lot of players on the defense as well. The strong safety, Jordan Fuller. And left tackle, Joseph Noteboom. Left end, Ashawn Robinson. Cornerback, Rant Haley. They are out a lot of players. Mayfield under center. Handoff goes. Akers takes it to the right and only get a yard there. Rasul Douglas with the tackle after a yard. Let me tell you something about Rasul Douglas. He was a rookie cornerback out of the 2017 class. He was drafted by the Eagles. Then he got cut by the Raiders after he got cut by Philadelphia. You didn't think that this man would latch on to a cornerback spot in Green Bay. He gets an interception against Kyler Murray last season that just changed his career around. Now he's a starting corner on this team. That's the play action throw intended for Tyler Higbee is incomplete. 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Rams. Baker is baking right now. Well, he did have that one throw. He did have that one throw on the 3rd and 15 conversion. But other than that, I don't know how he's really playing. Take a look at the Packers defense. We have a revenge game on our hands. The left outside linebacker, Justin Hollis. He's a former Ram. He got cut by the Rams 3 weeks ago. Packers claimed him off waivers, and he is playing tonight. Baker avoids a sack. No, he cannot. It is Preston Smith on the sack. 4th and long coming up for the Rams, and they will send out Riley Dixon. All right. So let's just take a look here. So haven't seen the right tackle. He gets beat cleanly. And Preston Smith didn't look like he was going to sack Mayfield at first until he grabbed the left ankle. That downed him for good. And Mayfield probably should have just threw that football away. Or held on to it, though, to avoid intentional grounding. So Dixon the punter. Keyshawn Nixon the return man. Former Raider is Nixon. And Dixon, the punter, a former Bronco and Giant. That punt lands at the 13 and returned all the way out past the 30. What a hit at the 32. A huge hit on special teams. Number 41 for LA there. as we head to commercial break. 41. Is he on my roster? I don't know if he is or not. No, I don't think he is. I hate when that happens. I hate when I print out these rosters and then the players aren't on the rosters. Ugh. You guys can't even see that. Well, oh, you can kind of see. There we go. That's better. Oh my God. That's the Rams roster. Here's the Packers. Yeah, so Justin Hollis, revenge game, I guess, as we were in our first commercial break. I am picking Green Bay to win tonight. But yeah, I mean, I'm picking Green Bay to win 27-20, but I just want Baker Mayfield to have another good game because I think he is definitely a starting caliber QB in the league. The only reason why he's not on the Browns is because he played through so many injuries last year. Now, I, for one, thought he was going to play very good on the Panthers. I was wrong about that. He was terrible on the Panthers, but again, he was just trying to play through injuries. And at that point, they had PJ Walker win games, and look at the Panthers. Up until yesterday, Sam Darnold was undefeated. They were just winning with different quarterbacks, and I think they were just like, "Sorry, Baker, we don't have room for you." So, I think Baker's fine. I think he's just going to be like a stopgap option or a really solid backup moving forward. But I mean, I think you put Mayfield. I think even if you obviously if you put him on a great team like the Eagles or the Vikings or whatever, like he's going to do great. But like, I think if you even put Mayfield on a team like the Giants, I think he'd even succeed, or the Jets. It's up to you. The Hope, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know I'm surprised about Jacksonville winning yesterday too. Rashawn Jenkins, man, what a beast. How about Minnesota though? 33-0 or 36-3 or whatever you want to put it. They came back from 33 points to win that in overtime. Congratulations on the Vikings clinching a playoff spot. That was insane. We've had 3 one-possession games we've broadcasted in a row here as Christian Watson's put in motion while placed at the 32-yard line of Green Bay. Rodgers play action. Aaron Rodgers' first throw of the night. He dances in the pocket, dumps it off, and it's dropped by Aaron Jones, 2nd and 10. So for Green Bay, what are we looking at here? 5-8 record. They started off the year 3-1, lost to Minnesota in week 1, then they won 3 in a row, one of which was against the Patriots in overtime. That was their 3-1 game, and then they just started losing. They lost to the Jets, the Giants, the Commanders. Aaron Jones lows his shoulder down to the 38-yard line. Leonard Floyd, along with the help of Rusty Yeast, gets the tackle there. It's 3rd and 5. Free safety Rusty Yeast. That's a name I have not heard of before this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have to name a player and tell you a little bit about him or any former teams he's played on. Yeah, he was a 7th-round pick this year out of Kansas State. 3rd down 5. Rodgers throws, caught, and that is a first down. A gain of 9 for the Packers. Romeo Doubs, another rookie receiver. Him and Watson, the 2 rookies, playing very well this season, especially Watson. After that Dallas game, Green Bay's best win of the season, in my opinion. That's where he really broke out, caught the 3 touchdowns. He's been playing incredible since then. Allen Lazard doing a nice job as well, being a good wide receiver too. They put Lazard in motion here at the 48. Inside handoff. Aaron Jones will pick up 9. Brought down the play by Bobby Wagner. And I'll tell you one thing, Bobby Wagner, how disappointing is this for him? You're thinking, you're going to jump ship division rivals, go from Seattle to Los Angeles. We're going to try to win my second Super Bowl in my career. Well, Seattle, significantly better than LA this season. They got one more game, but the Seahawks did defeat the Rams. It was 3 weeks ago. Here's the pitch. A.J. Dillon needed a yard, got 5, maybe 6. First down. Packers brought down by Ernest Jones on the play, and there's A.J. Dillon, third-year running back out of Boston College. Gotta shout out the Boston College boys. Of course, I am a Massachusetts native, A.J. Dillon, and outside linebacker Isaiah McDuffie. Both Boston College alumni. And I was very impressed with another Boston College alumni, Hunter Long, Dolphins tight end on Saturday. He did a nice job blocking for them. Lazard makes the catch on the outside, pushed out of bounds. And it will be 2nd and 3 coming up. Troy Hill with the tackle. Troy Hill was a former Cleveland Brown last year. He rejoined the Rams this offseason on a 1-year deal. And again, has not gone as planned. They'll give Lazard 7. Talking about the Packers offense, they released Sammy Watkins earlier today. No catches, or actually no touchdowns on the season. He played 9 games and had 13 catches for 209 yards. Rodgers pump fakes, throws, caught, and Hill with another tackle. That is going to be Dobbs again. First down, Green Bay. They are inside the red zone. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up too. I hope I was going to mention that. Yep. Sammy Watkins getting released. I don't necessarily disagree with the decision. He really has not been playing well. He got injured. He was on IR for like 5 or 6 weeks, and yeah, he hasn't even caught a touchdown yet. I mean, Green Bay's been underperforming. They got to change something if they want to win out, get the 9-8 record. And God, I doubt they sneak into the playoffs, but again, as long as they win, they're in contention as Jones rushes for a first. Up the middle he went, down to the 8-yard line, and so it is. 1st and goal to go. 5-way parlay hit for the Commanders-Giants game. You won $900. Good stuff. I've been doing a little bit of small sports betting myself. I do like the fun 10-cent sport bets. My 3-leg parlay hit. I picked the Jaguars over the Cowboys, and I picked over on Buccaneers Bengals and over on Texans Chiefs. So good stuff there. Yeah, I too been winning parlays. Just I did not win $900. Here's the handoff, Aaron Jones down to the 5-yard line. Instead of $5 or instead of $900, I won what? 30 cents. I do small bets. I like bet for like, I do the bet for a dime, win a quarter. That's kind of how I bet, basically. I probably should do a 3-leg parlay for actually more money next week. I've been doing pretty good. Rodgers play fake, throws incomplete, and Jalen Ramsey all over Christian Watson there. It's 3rd and goal. I would love to see that matchup the rest of the way, Ramsey and Watson. I mean, Ramsey's having a down year. Watson has finally developed and emerging as wide receiver 1. He tries to curl to the right side there. He dives for the ball. Ramsey's all over him. A little bit of the tug on the uniform. I would have liked to see a flag there. Oh, my kidding. About flags being thrown. Give me a break. I don't want to rant about how bad the officials were yesterday across all the games, but oh my God. The refs were horrible this week. 3rd and goal. Rodgers is sacked. He backed up right into a sack. The pocket collapsed, and it's the former Chicago Bear, Leonard Floyd, getting the sack for LA. So Rams go 1-drive punt, and the Packers go 1-drive field goal. Attempt anyway. They'll bring out Mason Crosby. As Dillon was the running back there on 3rd and goal, they had one edge rusher coming off the right and the left, and it was the man on the right who was able to get the sack, Leonard Floyd, as the pocket collapsed. So 34-yard attempt for Mason Crosby. He's been the Packers kicker since 2007. Good snap, good hold, and that is money for the veteran number 2. All righty, 3-0 Packers as we hit our second commercial break. Green Bay up 3-0 over LA. Use underdog and those Commanders plays came in through. Oh, good stuff. I don't think the Packers could get. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think the Packers will make the playoffs either. But again, as long as they win out, they're out of it. But yeah, Detroit has the tiebreaker. Oh my God. Well, all I gotta say is a Lions win and their Commanders loss, and Detroit is in a playoff spot. Another thing I gotta say, one Jaguar win and one Titan loss, and the Jaguars are in a playoff spot. I don't even know, man. I mean, are the Titans better than the Jaguars on paper? Absolutely, roster-wise. But you cannot tell me that other than Mike Vrabel, the Jaguars have a better coaching staff, a way more motivated roster, and oh my God, one thing I will give the Jaguars credit, they use their receivers. Now that Traylon Burks got injured, it's like, oh my God. Like, Tennessee's not even trying to use their receivers. Like, I know they only pretty much have Robert Woods, but, like, come on, boys. Throw the ball a little bit. I know Derrick Henry's your main game plan, but you got to throw the ball. You're paying Ryan Tannehill. Well, he's still got, like, 2 years left on that contract after this year. Refs are so whistle happy, yeah. So let plays finish out, and if something happens, they can always reverse it. Yeah, really. No, refs were awful yesterday. You know, say what you want about poor Jacoby Myers laddering the ball back. You know, say what you want about that, right? But, yeah, that was a brain-dead play by Jacoby Myers. In my defense to Jacoby Myers, that lateral should have never happened in the first place. Want to know why? Because, dude, Jacksonville Jaguar fan, I own a Keelan Cole jersey. And I am here to tell you that Keelan Cole catch was so out of bounds. That right foot of his was out. It was out. They counted anyway, the Patriots lateral, because they were trying to get greedy. And yeah, I don't know. So Baker Mayfield started a game under 7 different head coaches. Hugh Jackson, Greg Williams, Freddie Kitchens, Kevin Stefanski, Matt Rule, Steve Wilkes, Sean McVay. And when Sean McVay gets fired this week, okay, I'm kidding. Sean McVay isn't getting fired, even though they are terrible this year. It's not his fault, it's the injuries. The Rams were underperforming before the injuries too, but yeah. Atwell, spin move brought down to 27. The Rams are the true definition of, I'm sorry, but their fan base cannot complain about being bad for a while. Management can't be upset that they trade all those draft picks, even though they're terrible now. It's like, you did what you needed to do. You needed to trade away all those assets, all those draft picks to win a ring. You need to get guys like Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, signing OBJ. Hey, you won your ring. You better be happy for the next decade. You won your ring. That's how I see it. Mayfield under center, 1st and 10. Akers, the running back, staying back at the 19. Ball is placed at the 26. Atwell in motion. Fakes it to Akers. Mayfield steps up in the pocket. Pump fakes. Down he goes. A loss of 1. Packers defense coming up huge there. That is Engelbear with the sack. And yeah, Mayfield, once he stepped up in the pocket, down he went. As I think he was trying to go for Van Jefferson downfield. Jefferson actually had Adrian Amos beat for quite a while. Mayfield, he's just pump faking, stepping up in the pocket. You got to release the football. Even a check down to Akers would have been a smart idea. Mayfield throws short To the left side, it's Higbee. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 6, making it 3rd down and 5 for the Rams. Rams in the huddle. For this 3rd down 6, Mayfield tonight 2 for 3 for 22 yards. He has been sacked twice already. 3rd down 6 in shotgun. Mayfield. Audibles. And either a false start on the Rams or offsides on the Packers. We will see which one is which. False start on the offense. Okay. Call on Colby Shelton. Yep, moved his head forward. Can't do that. Definitely can't do that. Packers in full rebuild next year? Probably. The Cowboys have first round exit is McCarthy out and Sean Payton in. I think unless the Cowboys make the NFC Championship game or better, Mike McCarthy should be fired after this year. He is an awful head coach. Someone's got to say it. No empty backfield for Mayfield. He tries to throw a screen to Higbee, and that would have been 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish if it was intercepted by Ingber. Instead, it's incomplete. 4th and 11, and the Rams go back-to-back punts here that was a brutal screen pass. He's trying to find Higbee, but the issue is no one was even near him, so he could have had the play develop a little bit longer. I mean, on 1st down, he wasn't afraid to, step up in the pocket. I don't know why he didn't try to make a play there or pump fake or something. Instead, he just threw a screen that was doomed to fail. So Riley Dixon out to punt for the 2nd time already. This punt's going to land out of bounds at the 43. Yeah, horrible decision by Baker. Absolutely. I would have never thrown that pass. What's up, Ron? CZ, how's it going? Yeah, Mayfield doing Mayfield things. Like I said at the top of the broadcast, I tried to defend Mayfield as often as I can. I try to defend him, but plays like that, I can't defend him after making terrible decisions like that. Again, they were just talking about it on ESPN side of the broadcast too. Like, this guy's dealt with 7 head coaches already. And he tries to play through injuries, and he just tries to play hero ball. But, especially last year with the Browns, at that point when they were already out of playoff contention, dude, just rest your body. You don't try to play through injuries. You don't turn over the ball as often. If you don't turn over the ball as often, you save your job. I do think the Browns gave up too early on Baker, though. I'm not going to lie. And I know they just beat Baltimore on Saturday. Deshaun Watson does not look good. As we expected, though, right? He hasn't played in over 2 seasons. We expected Deshaun Watson to play terrible, at least the first few games, if not the rest of this year. But the issue is you're paying the guy over $200 million. Show the Devontae Adams Taco Bell commercial. Oh my god. I want to order more cheesy fries. Don't worry, we got the nacho fries. Rodgers to the 49ers? No. Nope. I don't know what San Francisco's doing, but they do not need Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if they're going to stick with Garoppolo. I don't know if they're going to stick with Purdy. I don't know if they're going to just give Trey Lance the starting job back. Definitely not. Rodgers does not need to go to the Niners. I will say, this is going to sound crazy, but if somehow, some way, the New York Jets can get Aaron Rodgers, Bingo. That's where I'm betting. I know. In what universe would we imagine Rodgers in a Jets uniform? Well, defense is good. Run game is great. Garrett Wilson has emerged as an offensive rookie of the year candidate. Why not join the Jets? I mean, I like Mike White and all, but he's not a long-term solution. Honestly, I think Zach Wilson's getting cut this offseason, so I don't know what's going on with him either. A.J. Dillon off the pitch gets a gain of 5. So we now have under 2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Still 3-0 Packers lead. Lance seems bad. Always remember, I said in my predictions video for this season, I had the 49ers going 15-2, and I said Trey Lance would win MVP and Deebo Samuel will win Offensive Player of the Year. Oh my God, I couldn't have predicted something worse if I tried to, but whatever. Here's the handoff. A.J. Dillon will get 2 back, making it 3rd and 2. Oh my God, I want to do a reaction video to that because I said Trey Lance would win MVP and he tore his ACL in week 2. That was awful. I don't think he's actually terrible. I mean, sure, he's not an accurate passer by any means, but that's just because he hasn't played in a lot of games. Great running QB. It's just, can he elevate that team? And no offense, but the Niners are winning with Garoppolo and Purdy. I'm sticking with Garoppolo and Purdy over Lance. Here's a quick throw to Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Needed 2, and he got 4. First down, Packers. Oh, and by the way, next Monday I will be on the call for Chargers and Colts. I also plan on, so basically, I'll quickly run down next week's schedule. So, Sunday's Christmas Day. I would love to commentate Dolphins Packers, but that is not going to be able to happen. I'm sorry, I'm spending Christmas Day with my family all day, even down to Buccaneers Cardinals. No. But Patriots Bengals will be Saturday's broadcast at 1 o'clock, and then I will be on the call for Monday Night Football. Again, Colts and Chargers. Aaron Rodgers intercepted, overthrowing Alan Lazard, and it is going to be Taylor Rapp, the strong safety, getting the interception. That was an overthrow. A horrible overthrow. And, I mean, it's 1st and 10. I don't really know why you're trying to go deep. Good play action. The Rams bid on the play action. Usually a well-placed ball to Alan Lazard. It's slightly overthrown. Lazard also doesn't really adjust his body. It flies over Lazard, and Taylor Rapp not only intercepts it, but he gets about 10 yards on the return. Man, Aaron Rodgers, that was brutal. He has 10 interceptions this season, where he had 9 in the previous 2 MVP seasons. Pitch. And Williams will go down to the 37. As that'll be the last play of this first quarter. Aaron Williams, by the way, the rookie, as I mentioned, the 5th round pick out of Notre Dame. He has 25 rushes for 108 yards right before this game. And he's yet to score a touchdown in his career. As there it is, the end of the first. The Packers are up 3-0, but the Rams have their 3rd drive of the game after the Taylor Rapp interception. All right, I can catch up on these comments here. Keep on commenting, guys, if you would like. Again, I'm focusing on my other tab to commentate the game, but when it's commercial break or a stoppage or whatever, I'll flip back. I think Aaron Rodgers to Las Vegas? I mean, maybe. Would the Raiders take Aaron Rodgers? Absolutely. But, is Derek Carr, is he replaceable, Derek Carr? I think that's the question. Right? Is he bad enough to replace the guy? I mean, yeah, sure, Aaron Rodgers is better, but, I wouldn't. I know that Rodgers-Adams chemistry is very tempting to potentially do that, but no. Just expect every good QB to be like Mahomes. Yeah. Love actually seems good. Yeah. Well, Jordan Love looked very impressive in that Eagles game when Rodgers left with the injury. Yeah, no, Jordan Love's very good. Love also had a very decent preseason. So I want to see Jordan Love get a shot. I'm not going to lie. If Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay next year, I want the Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars fan, division rival, saying this. I want Jordan Love to get traded to the Indianapolis Colts so the Colts can not revive his career, but to start his career. You're telling me, first round pick, you're not going to play the guy, and then, I mean, what? His 50-year option. Well, what are you going to do with his 50-year option after next year? Decline it? Well, why? Like, dude, he's going to want to test free agency. If he's going to be a backup, he's going to want to test free agency. I'm sorry, but he's already in year 3. He's going to want his 50-year option. Well, how are the Minnesota Wild doing? My team is currently winning 3-1. The Bruins are beating the Panthers 3-1 last I checked. Oh my God! Whoa! Goals! 5-3 Bruins now over the Panthers. Goals after goals after goals, apparently. But yeah, they're 24-4-2 on the season. I am very happy with how the Bruins are playing. I'm going to be broadcasting the Bruins Devils game next Friday. And how good is Minnesota this year? I honestly don't know. I think they're like slightly above 500. Cam Akers gets the carry on 2nd and 5, and with a little help from his lineman, gets a gain of 7. First down, Rams. John McVay, by the way. First 5 seasons as Ram head coach, he was 55-26 with a 679 win percentage this year with a 308 save percentage at 4-9. Rams play fake. Mayfield dumps it off. Akers. And that's what they got to do. Short yard chunking is what the Rams do best here. Akers is going to get first. Mayfield 30, dirt on his jersey here in beloved Lambeau Field. Full-time Packers stadium since 1996, the year where they would go on to defeat the Patriots in Super Bowl 31, of course. If you don't know, the Packers used to play a couple of games each year at Milwaukee County Stadium up until 1995. And that last game in Milwaukee County Stadium, Brett Favre's game-winning comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. Timeout by Mayfield as the play clock was down to 1. Rams down to 2 timeouts. Packers still have all 3. We will head into commercial break. Yes, we will. Oh, by the way, Tweedledove, I forgot to tell you, I guess who stopped by during the 49ers Seahawks broadcast. You'll never guess it. So funny. Oh, yeah, right. I was going to look at the Minnesota Wild record for you. I think they're doing okay. But yeah, Bruins, the 20 games above 500. They are friggin' incredible. Yeah, I'll actually get to commentate one of their games next week. I'm looking forward to that. I want to commentate the Winter Classic if I can. Yeah, the Wild are 18-11-2 on a 5-game winning streak. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. McVay doesn't have his emotions. That he does not. He does not. You force him to stay backup QB. Love, no. If Love wants to test free agency, he can. Oh, you won the Super Bowl in your Dynasty League? Cool. So who stopped by on Thursday? Tom Grossi. He stopped by for a second time. The raid wasn't like half as huge as it was the first time, but It was still I still got what? Trying to think here. I still got about like 115 subscribers from it, so I'm a happy man. We almost have 400 now because of it. Tom, let's just ignore the fact that Tom Grossi's raids are 2/3 of my subscriber counts, but we don't care as long as they subscribe at the end of the day. I'm a happy guy. Elon Musk, yeah. I'd be like, Elon Musk, I would like to tweet whatever I want without you saying, are you sure you want to post this on Twitter? Yes, I'm sure. Of course I'm sure. If Elon Musk entered the chat, I'd just be talking about how I'll be like, hey, yo, you see that Floodsters account on Twitter? Yeah, whenever I tweet something, don't tell me, am I sure? Let me tweet the damn thing. Just had a charity one stream that raised $61,000. Wow. Yeah, well, wasn't that like his 400,000th subscriber stream or something? Oh, good for him. He's a great YouTuber. He's a great guy. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's a good YouTuber. I'm sure he's covering the Packers game right now too, as he does for most primetime games. Mayfield play action throw and is caught by Higbee, making it 2nd down and 3. Higbee seems to be the only player Mayfield's been targeting tonight. I don't really know what's up with that. Oh, it's to help the Russian war effort. Yeah, good stuff. No, that's a good charity raise right there. I would love to do charity raise streams. Maybe something we'll think about in the future, but it's something I've wanted to do, but I never really felt like I have enough viewers to really mask up a whole lot of money, and I don't want to donate. I know any donation's a donation, but this Cam Akers gets a gain of 7. Brought down the play by Rudy Ford, a former Jaguar, and there is a flag. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that in the future. Oh, it was for animals? Oh. Well, you're going to help out the Russian-Ukraine war, animals. You can really donate anything to anybody. There's a lot of causes you could make a donation for. So they're going to penalize Rudy Ford. They're going to give him a personal foul for shoving Cam Akers out of bounds, which at live speed I didn't really notice, but now that they're showing the replay, I 100% agree with the call. And Matt LaFleur is saying, Rudy, you got to use your head. I ain't going to lie to you, Rudy Ford, when he was on the Jaguars last year, he did not impress me a whole lot. He was okay, but he's having a much better season on the Packers. Atwell Jefferson Scrockren? I still have trouble pronouncing his name. The end around, though, that's a loss of 3 for Atwell. Adrian Amos with the tackle. Yeah, exactly. I'm also busy with school and other stuff. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. The only broadcast is pretty much just going to be when I'm at my house. I tried to stream a couple times in my dorm room. I did the Bills, Chiefs, and 49ers Chiefs games, but it's not the same, man. It really isn't. Maybe I'll just broadcast the NFL playoffs, but pretty much once the NFL season ends, I don't know what you're going to be seeing when it comes to broadcasts. Well, other than the Daytona 500, I'll be doing that as well. Here's Tyler Higbee off another play-action throw by Mayfield. He goes down to the 16. I probably won't be commentating much NASCAR races this year, but Daytona 500 is a definite. Daytona 500 is definite. Always broadcasting the Daytona 500. I don't care. Which, if you don't know, it's the first Sunday after the Super Bowl. You transfer from football and NASCAR. And as much as I like NASCAR, I still love football more. But, you got to you got to make with what you got. And then you're about a couple months out of baseball season and playoff hockey season. So, yeah. 3rd and 7, Mayfield pumps, throws. Oh, how is that not intercepted? A dropped INT by Quay Walker. The rookie linebacker dropped back into coverage and dropped what I thought was a certain interception. Oh, man. I have nothing on that one. So 33-yard attempt for Matt Gay. 10:45 to go in this first half, and he bangs it through 33 yards. It is now 3-3. Matt Gay on the season. He is now 20 for 22, and he's hit all his extra points. 23 for 23. Am I going to commentate Super Bowl? Nope. As much as I would like to, that is, if I'm at my house, I like to spend that time with my family. And at college, I'm going to want to spend my time with the friends. So, unless this team is in it, I might make an exception. But as long as the Jaguars are not in the Super Bowl, there is a 0% chance I'm commentating it. You're involving all your girlfriends? Yeah, sure. Like who? I don't got no girlfriends. Alrighty, in commercial break, 3-3. If it was a much more intense game, I'd focus on the play-by-play more, but this is kind of just like I'm commentating the game, but also for those who want to chat, feel free. This isn't like the Jaguars-Cowboys game yesterday where it was like, oh my God, like this is like playoff atmosphere. It's like, bro, we got two teams that aren't officially eliminated, but like, let's be real, they're not going to make the playoffs, both these teams. And even if the Packers win out, I don't think they'll make the playoffs because – like, no, like the Giants, the Commanders, and the Lions, they all three have tiebreakers over them. And I'm pretty sure the Seahawks have like a better point differential. So, like what? Oh, Green Bay makes the playoffs. Like, okay, cool. You lose to who? The 49ers in the wild card game? Like, okay. You lose to the Cowboys? Like, oh, good work. Pardon my enthusiasm. These teams are really mid, yeah. Which is funny because you look at this game earlier on in the year and you're like, oh my God, like week 15, Rams, Packers, like we're going to determine like who's going to get like the 1 seed in the NFC off of this game, right? Not the case. Not the case at all. Well, like it's a great matchup on paper at the start of the year. I mean, you have the Super Bowl champions against the NFC's number 1 seed. I knew the Packers were going to struggle this year, like not do as good as they did the last 2 years where Rodgers won MVP. But oh my, I mean, for them to be at 5-8, I would have never expected them to be this bad. Again, the Rams, like, you know, losing Von Miller and OBJ and stuff, like I knew they were going to struggle. But I mean, 4-9 bad, not in my wildest dream. Here is the return all the way out to the 25. It was actually number 25 on the return, if I'm not mistaken, for the Pack. Not sure. Call me maybe. What is this? They're going to go. Oh, you're thinking they're going to the Packers-Vikings game in Lambeau? I hope you do, man. When's that? Week 18? Is that the Week 18 game? Or are they playing Detroit Week 18? There's a game of 2. Aaron Jones. Yeah, well, I don't know who the Packers are playing week 18. I mean, I've yet to go to an NFL game. I'm not even going to lie, bro. I am really tempted to fly down to Jacksonville to go to Jaguars Titans. Obviously, that won't happen, but like, bro, if that game is for the playoff spot, oh my God, bro, the bank's going to be rocking. I'll still be broadcasting it, but damn, I want to fly down to Jacksonville and go to the freaking thing. Here's the handoff. A.J. Dillon down to the 33. I was gonna go to Jaguars Jets on Thursday. Actually, this upcoming game. If it wasn't on Christmas, like if it wasn't like right before Christmas, I probably would have tried to go. I was gonna go by myself. I had this like kind of lower bowl ticket. It was like, including tax, it was only like $70. I was so ready to pounce on it, but I was like, I kind of would need to take a bus up to New York, and then I'd have to, be back before Saturday, before Christmas Eve, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That one's caught by Randall Cobb down the middle to the 40. And first down for the Packers. I had ideas, but yeah. And the Jaguars were trailing in the third. Oh, you didn't? No, they were. No, it was 27-10. It was bad. I was getting pretty I wasn't mad because let's be real. I did pick the Jaguars to win. Let's be real. If the Cowboys won, I would have been okay, great. An upset didn't happen, but I believe in my team. Which I was worried because the last time I believed in the Jaguars, they got destroyed by Detroit. So I was getting worried. I'm like, am I believing in my team too much? Nope. Sean Jenkins, 2 picks. Zay Jones catching 3 of Lawrence's 4 touchdowns. I mean, everyone's making clutch plays on Jacksonville right now. Here's the throw. Pass is caught. A.J. Dillon out of the backfield, and he'll pick up 17 at first. Last week, the Rams claimed defensive tackle Laurel Murchison off waivers from the Titans, and he should be making his Ram debut tonight. Cowboys legitimate? I think if they didn't have Mike McCarthy as their head coach, I would say absolutely. But I don't know. I don't think they're frauds, but I don't think they're legit either. That one's down the middle, and Rodgers starting to pick apart this weak linebacker and secondary core as Cobb with a 13-yard catch. First down Packers, as we now have under 8 minutes to go in this first half. I wouldn't say they're fraudulent, but, I mean, do I see them losing in the wild card? We probably will. I mean, if they face San Francisco, if they face the NFC South, I think they win. And no offense, but man, I don't know. I think they'll stand a chance against Minnesota. But yeah, if they were to play the 49ers, I think they'd be done for. Incomplete. I'm not going to lie. I think the only team that can beat the Eagles in the NFC right now is San Francisco. I mean, call me nuts, but Purdy has not committed one turnover since he took over, since Garoppolo's injury. He has not committed one turnover. He's thrown 7 touchdowns to no interceptions. He's playing out of his mind, and so is the defense. I mean, Nick Bosa's right up there with Micah Parsons and Matthew Judon for Defensive Player of the Year praise. So I think 49ers are a buzzsaw this year. This is their year, I have a feeling. Rodgers steps back, dumps it over to Dillon, and Dillon is going to get a yard. Brought down by Taylor Rapp, the man who picked off Rodgers on the last Packer drive, making it 3rd down and 9. For Green Bay, they are in Mason Crosby field goal range. We now have 7 minutes to go in this first half. Is McCarthy a good coach? No. He's not. He is very poor at time managing. And he goes for the most unnecessary 4th downs ever. He also can't control his team when they were losing momentum. Yesterday, as Rodgers throws, Randall Cobb is not going to get there. Ramsey, along with the help of number 33, Nick Scott, the free safety, make it 4th and 3 as Cobb with his third catch of the drive. But yeah, like he can't motivate his players, McCarthy. Like yesterday when like Jacksonville scored the 2 quick touchdowns when it was 27-24, he should have told his defense like relax, focus. Like maybe he didn't, it just didn't work. But like, I mean, Jacksonville scoring 3 unanswered touchdowns like 10 minutes apart from each other. It's like, oh. Like, if I was a Cowboys fan, it's painful to watch. 4th and 3, ball is placed at the 17. It looks like Green Bay was lining up to go for it, but instead they take a timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining as there is 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Again, because it's not as important as a matchup as other games, I'm more lenient to checking the chat more often and whatnot. Jaguars should bring back Urban Meyer just for the lulz. Well, if they did that, I would be very, let's just say glass in my house would be broken. Yeah, I heard Jalen Hurts sprained his shoulder. That's all right, though. Hey, you got Gardner Minshew, Jaguars legend. I'm fine with that. Power of the mustache, baby. Love Gardner Minshew. Jaguars raised a good one. All right, Green Bay is going for it. They're actually 31st in the NFL when it comes to converting 4th downs this season. 4th and 3 for the Packers. Dillon, the running back. Rodgers to take the snap. Lazard is the receiver to the left. The handoff goes to Dillon, and it's a first down. Needed 3, got 4. First down, Packers. So Dan Campbell is the most insane. Dan Campbell goes for 4th downs. I mean, he goes for 4th downs a lot, but compared to Mike McCarthy, because it was like yesterday, Detroit, when they scored the game-winning touchdown, was on 4th and inches. But Dan Campbell, when he goes for it on 4th downs, like a lot of the time it makes sense as Dillon rushes forward for a gain of 7. It's a logical solution to go for it on 4th down. It's 4th and short. You're like in field goal range trying to win the game. Sure, why not? But Mike McCarthy goes for the most unnecessary 4th downs. Dan Campbell goes for it a lot. Probably goes for it the most at any coach in the league. But you want to look at most 4th down plays that are unnecessary? That's Mike McCarthy. He is not good at when it comes to that. Rodgers in shotgun. Put the backup tight end in motion. Dillon up the middle. Tries to plow his way in. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon. He was stopped at the 1. They pushed the pile forward. 8-yard touchdown run. A.J. Dillon, the BC alum, with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. All right, 9-3, Green Bay regains the lead. Look at that, lowers the shoulder on wrap. And look at the offensive line just push Dillon forward, ending the 11-play, 74-yard drive. Mason Crosby bangs through the extra point. 10-3, the Packers lead. All righty then. Rodgers looks tired. Mayfield was laughing on the bench. I don't know what he was laughing about, but Mayfield was smiling on the bench. Ooh, excuse me. Dan Campbell, a good coach, he confuses me. I think he is. I think last year he was so-and-so. The first 7 weeks of this year, I'm not going to lie, I thought other than his motivation, Dan Campbell should have been fired. Because that's how bad he was. I watched that entire Lions-Patriots game scratching my head like a monkey. I was sitting there like, what the heck is this guy doing? But He turned his team around. Whether he makes the playoffs or not, I think Dan Campbell's job this season alone, I think his job is safe for another 2 seasons at minimum. Whether they make the playoffs or not, whatever, but I think Dan Campbell's job is safe for at least another 2 seasons. Where does Jones go next year? Which Jones? Daniel Jones, Aaron Jones, Julio Jones? A lot of Joneses. Marcus Jones. Are the Patriots going to blow everything up and trade away their best rookie? Yeah, I think he's a great coach, especially for what he's doing with the Lions. I mean, Jared Goff hasn't played this good since the 2018 Super Bowl run. I mean, that's just a fact. Jared Goff has been awful the last 3 years. He's having a career turnaround season. You trade TJ Hawkinson to a division rival, you're thinking, oh my God, that was a dumb idea. You have Brock Wright, of all people, just coming out of nowhere in the most clutch situations. He's performing well at tight end. It's a great 1-2 punch with Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. I mean, Williams leads the league in touchdowns, and Swift is a fantastic elusive ball carrier. It's a good 1-2 punch because Swift is that elusive running back, and Williams is that hard-nosed, getting yards running back, right? I think it's a great match. Ramos St. Brown's doing good. And the defense, again, first half of the year, it was awful. Second half, not so much. Playing great. What's up, Alex? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Power Skate will be tomorrow. And I don't know if that's much of a hot take, but I do think A.J. Dillon is a return. Nice return here from Powell. He steps out of 36. So, is A.J. Dillon better than Aaron Jones? No. But do they produce roughly the same numbers? Yes. Would I keep A.J. Dillon instead of re-signing Aaron Jones, which is what the Packers did a couple off seasons ago? Yeah, I probably would have just rolled with A.J. Dillon, but whatever. Aaron Jones. Yeah. Well, I think, if anything, I actually think A.J. Dillon's contract expires after this year. Mayfield throws, passes caught. Oh, a guy who I can't say his name, Ben Skoracek. Oh my God, Skorencic. I think it's Skorencic. I don't know. So I was rich like you. I ain't rich. Hell no. Yeah, no, but Aaron Jones, I think Aaron Jones is staying. A.J. Dillon, yeah, I'm pretty sure his contract expires either after this year or after next year. So he's probably going to want to go elsewhere, and I don't blame him. Here's the end around to Powell, down to the 42. Third and long coming about for the Rams. Oh, my God. ESPN loves showing Baker Mayfield stuff. It is Skowronek. Oh, my God. I was like thinking that. I might have to pin that comment. Oh, my God. I'm going to forget that. We'll star it. How about that? Skowronek. Okay. Skowronek. Like, what the heck's a Skowronek? Mayfield empty backfield, 3rd and 4, under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Mayfield takes a snap, puts it down, fires, caught, fired to the left, and Atwell makes the catch out of bounds at the 49. Look at Atwell's running in simple slant. Vondre Campbell can't catch up to him. Good throw by Mayfield. Atwell now he's set up to the left against Nixon. Special team players going at. They put Atwell in motion. Handoff goes. Akers up the left side, lowers the shoulder, and he's brought down for a gain of about 5 by Ingber, who's had a few tackles. Tutu Atwell, first 16 games of his career, he only had 6 catches, and now he has 6 in his last 2. All right, 2-minute warning, 2nd and 4 for the Rams when we come out of commercial break. And 3 Packers, they lead at home. This game is flying by. Wow. An hour 5? I'm not even gonna lie, I can't even believe I'm commentating this game for an hour. It feels like this game is like going by so quick. I don't know though. Yeah, I mean, Jaguars Cowboys yesterday, that first half flew by. And then the second half, well, because of overtime, the broadcast went in for another 2 hours. I was happy though. I would rather the Jaguars win like a 4-hour overtime game than like see them lose like a 2-hour game. So. A very East Coast name, Skowronek, yeah. The Rams have a lot of East Coast names, I feel. I mean, they got some West Coast names. Like Aaron Donald sounds like a West Coast name, but Bobby Wagner, that's a West Coast name. Taylor Rapp, that's a West Coast name. Those have a lot of East names like oh my God. Skowronek, John Wolford's pretty East Side. Same thing with Austin Trammell, Tyler Higbee. Though these are all East Coast names. Zachary Thomas, Bobby Evans. David Long, that sounds very East Coastish too. Nick Scott, Riley Dixon. Supposed to be the week with the most comebacks ever in NFL history. Jaguars, Vikings, and Bengals. Raiders came back. I mean, those were the big 3, but I mean, the Raiders came back, the Bills came back. I guess to a certain degree the Bills came back. They were losing quite a bit in the second half. I mean, it was just great game after great game. That was the thing. It was just great game after great game. Like Eagles-Bears, you'd expect that game to be a blowout. Nope, Eagles only won by 5 in what was a pretty entertaining game. It's like every game was good. Like, yeah, there was some duds. Like Browns-Ravens wasn't great. Broncos-Cardinals was expected to suck, but like whatever. Mayfield gets sacked. The ball is out, and the Rams recover at the 48, making it about 3rd down and 9. And the sack there was Walker. Yeah, that was just so many close games. Jaguars should be looking to take in the first. Who would the Jaguars be looking to draft in the first round this year? That's a very good question. Trade up, and obviously select Bryce Young. Trevor Lawrence ain't that guy. I don't know what else to tell you. Line, I wouldn't mind getting a right tackle. I don't. Jawan Taylor's gotten better, but I'd probably get the best right tackle available. Definitely need a slot corner as well. I wouldn't mind getting the best slot corner available either. I mean, at this point, the Jaguars, like, they can't even tank because, like, at this point, they're already, like, you either make the playoffs and get, like, the 18th pick, or you don't make the playoffs and you get, like, the 15th pick. Like, bro, just go for the playoffs at this point. That's my advice to the Jaguars. It's like, bro, they're already in such a good spot. Like, we can exceed expectations a year early. Why not? We could be just like the Eagles were last year, where they snuck into the playoffs last year. Yeah, we'll probably get blown out in the wild card game, create a monster, and be a great team next year. Why not? I'll go down the Eagles' path. 3rd and 13, Mayfield off the lost fumble, fires to Van Jefferson. That's a gain of 16 and a first down for the Rams. And Jefferson, Florida Gator alum, working one-on-one on the top of the screen, able to win that battle against Rasul Douglas. Nice little curl route. Able to make the play, and a good throw by Mayfield. Mayfield pump fakes on 1st and 10. Guns it again, and incomplete. This one for Atwell. This one was dropped. It was a pretty good throw by Mayfield, but yes, it was dropped by the intended receiver. Making that 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams with a minute 2 to go in the first half. How sad would it be to be a Broncos fan? Yeah, it sucks being a Bronco fan like right now, but I mean, come on. They've won a Super Bowl in my lifetime. Like, how bad could it be? Like, come on. You guys won Super Bowl 50. Yeah, I get it. You guys have been terrible for 6 years, but you won a Super Bowl. You've had, like, recent success. That pass is incomplete as, again, Mayfield looking for Atwell. He threw it behind him, and that was almost picked. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Rams. It's like, yeah, they suck now, but it's like they also have, like, a lot of, like, really good history where you could still, like, brag about 3 Super Bowls and, like, having John Elway and Peyton Manning and stuff. So, like, I like the Jaguars. It's like, dude, other than 3 AFC championship appearances, it's like we have nothing to brag about. It's like we can brag about Saxonville, and never just gonna be like, oh, we lost to New England, which is true. So like that's why I try and not bring it up, because it's like it's a very meaningless thing to brag about. Timeout called by LA. Both teams are down to 1 with 57 seconds left. Next 5 years are going to be rough. Wow. I mean, this year sucks already. You have the number 3 pick of the draft, and it's going to Seattle. That's awful. I mean, that is brutal. Yeah. It'll be awful. I mean, it would suck being a Bronco fan now, but, like, I think, they still have a pretty passionate fan base. They still get primetime games. They still have a lot of really good players like Justin Simmons. Latavius Murray popping up for 130 yards yesterday. How about that? Latavius Murray turning back the clock to when he was with the Raiders. Here's Mayfield at the 37, takes the snap. Scrambles out to the right, pointing, directing traffic, throwing out of bounds. So the Rams really okay, let me recap. The Rams worked their tails off. They get into field goal range just to throw 3 straight incompletions. I think they're in punting distance too. That sucks. Oh, they're going to bring Gay out. This is a long field goal in his career. He's only hit 70% of those field goals, 14 for 20 in his career. It's a 55-yard attempt. This is to tie the game. Actually, no, it's not. It's to cut the deficit down to 4 and make it 10-6. Gay is, barely good. He made it, though. 10-6. So Gay is 2 for 2 on the night, 20 for 22 on the season. What's his career long? 55 yards might be up there. 58 yards this season, actually. This is his career high. Or longest kick. So, Brady. 10-6. You know what? I'm in the mood to do something I haven't done in a long time on the channel for halftime. I have a great idea for halftime. And I want to do something I haven't done since the NHL playoffs last year. I'm gonna bring back a certain thing because I'm in the mood right now to take. I'm in the mood to do something. It's something I haven't done in a while. And we're gonna do that thing during halftime. Coke? I haven't drank Coke in a while. But no, not that. You're referring to the other thing. No, I knew you were referring to the other thing. Never done that. Never done any of that stuff in my life. Nah. We're going to take something, though. Okay, that just sounds wrong, but we're going to take something, yeah. Like what, Grant? All right. Quiz. We're going to take an NFL quiz. Come on, guys. Get your brain out of the gutters. Oh, it's 9:30. Is the Bruins game over? Bruins game might be over. Nope, they're up. Oh, the game's not even close to being over. 6-3 with 8 minutes left. Good. The Bruins need to win. I'm kind of surprised Linus Ullmark gave up 3 goals, though. That's okay. I mean, as long as they win, I don't really care. I mean, they've been struggling against Western Conference teams, the Bruins. They lost to the Coyotes a couple weeks ago, and then they last week, it was last Thursday, they lost to the Kings in a shootout. I'm excited for when they play the Kraken next month, though. I'm excited for when they play New Jersey next week. That's going to be a great game. And I'm really excited to see them play the Kraken next month. I think that's going to be a good Eastern-Western Conference battle for the NHL. Packers receive the dribbling kickoff. Return out to the 30, out to the 40. Busting free. There is a flag. He's out of bounds and around the 35. What a return. Most of it's coming back. It is, but what a return anyway. He is not on my roster. They're going to call the linebacker Jonathan Garvin on the penalty. Who is number 25 on the Packers? Nixon? Okay, that's right. So Keyshawn Nixon had a very nice return there, but the majority of it's going to get called back due to a blocking in the back penalty. And so we'll see what the Packers do here with 1 timeout and 37 seconds. On the Packer 13. Rodgers takes a snap, inside handoff. Aaron Jones spins away from a tackle and will go down to the 18. And I think the Packers are just going to run out the rest of the clock. I mean, I'd be pretty satisfied with the 10-6 lead heading into the half. I mean, even with the injuries, this defense is still pretty tough for the Rams. Aaron Donald inactive for his 3rd straight game, as Rodgers chucks it underneath to Aaron Jones, who gets the necessary blocking. Jones out of bounds at the 43. He was shoved out of bounds by Taylor Rapp. And the Packers still have 1 timeout, so I'm not saying this is deja vu for the Packers, but you throw a slant, get whatever you can off that, call your timeout, and then chuck up a Hail Mary. Why not? You have nothing else better to lose. Chuck up a Hail Mary, why don't you? Ball's placed at the 43, and the Rams call timeout. And the Packers sing at 3rd in the NFC North with a 5-8 record. The Bears, dead last, 2nd overall pick in the draft right now at 3-11. Lions game out of a wild card spot, 7-7, and the Vikings have already clinched the division with an 11-3 record. Total yardage, much in favor of the Packers, 169-95. Rams right timeouts. Packers got one again. Short throw, Hail Mary. Or really long Mason Crosby field goal. They could go either or, but they got to complete a pass here. Rodgers throws. Pass is incomplete, looking for Watson. 3 seconds left, and now what do? Rodgers is huddling up. Definitely don't want to, drive and then just take a knee. You definitely want to at least try to throw here. Rodgers, 10-15 on the night for 108 yards and an INT. Second and 10. Ball again placed inside the 44. Rodgers, spins around. Here he goes. He's got to go Hail Mary. Rodgers, pump faking, running around. Oh, he's sacked at the 40. Have some fun with it, why don't you? Greg Gaines, the defensive tackle, with the sack. All right, halftime. 10-6 Packers lead. All right. So I found the NFL quiz we're going to do. We're going to try to guess top 5 rushers from each season since the merger, which is dating back to, of course, 1970 up until last season. Wish me luck. We got 15 minutes. I think this will go well, hopefully. If we have time, we'll do another one. All right, so let's get Henry out of the way. Let's get Jonathan Taylor out of the way, too. Let's be looking at Emmitt Smith, of course, Barry Sanders, Jim Brown. Okay, that counted. There's probably some other Browns. Who else are we looking at? Adrian Peterson is an obvious one. 2,000-yard rusher in 2012. How about Eddie Lacy? That's a name. Nope. Ezekiel Elliott will be on here. Dalvin Cook will be on here. Kamara should be on here. He's actually not. That's crazy. Barkley should be on here. He is. Walter Payton will be. Frank Gore will be. Reggie Bush. Nope. Tomlinson, Curtis Martin, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dicker. There we go. Dickerson, money. I go through the Hall of Fame running backs real quick. Bell's gonna be on here. Kareem Hunt here. He is. Chubb. I think Ryan Grant's gonna be on here. Alfred Morris is gonna be on here. Doug Martin. Blast from the past. Okay, does this look bad? I feel like this looks bad. Actually, that doesn't look bad. All right, let me type here. Oh, yeah, I already typed in Curtis Martin, so Doug Martin wouldn't be on here. James Wilder. Oh, Jackson? Well, Steven Jackson's going to be on here. Same thing with Todd Gurley. George. Terrell Davis. I don't know why it flipped the top. My boy Fred Taylor. Oh, yeah, with Jonathan Taylor. Jones, and then we'll do Jones, Drew, 2011 rushing yards leader. Peyton Hillis in 2010. We got a Hill. Nope. 08. Oh, hold on. Marshawn Lynch, David Johnson. And Chris Johnson and Larry Johnson. Chris Holmes. Ray Rice, unfortunately. Mark Jackson? No. Oh, I already typed in Jackson. Michael Vick on here? Nope. How do I spell Larry Zonka? He's got to be on here. Zonka, really? Kick. Nope. Oh, Otis Anderson, he'll be on here. Morris? No, Joe Morris. Guess I should try to get the more recent guys. Fournette's not on here. Oh, McCaffrey, that's an obvious one. I spell McCaffrey. I feel like if I don't get like above like an 80, I'm gonna look like an absolute casual, which I try to not happen. If it happens, it happens, but try to avoid that. Murray, there we go. Sproles, I don't know why that name's calling out to me. We help, sure. Go for it. Yep, got Todd Gurley. On Alexander for 2005. 2,000 yards. I feel like I should know the 2,000 yard rushers like that. Why am I blanking on that? Oh, O.J. Simpson, unfortunately. Roger Craig. Marcus Allen. Might not get much of the 71s. Ivory. Yes. Wow. Kind of surprised that one was on there. Chris Ivory. 2015, was it? Yep. Gotta give up broadcasting if I don't get 100%. All right. John Riggins. I imagine Gerald Riggs is on here too. He is twice. I typed in Anderson yet? I must have. CJ Anderson, Jamal Anderson. Oh my God. Jonathan Stewart. I'm not expected to get a 100 here. But really, there's got to be Williams if I haven't typed that in yet. Good thing I didn't. Hold on, now my streaming service is being a pain. All right. Westbrook, McCoy. So 2018. I mean, how am I not getting that? Tyreek Cohen? No, that's a terrible guess. 2021, the rushing leaders from last year? I don't remember. Jonathan Taylor, what was for dinner? I had eggplant for dinner. Got Taylor. Got Gore. Now I guess just got to run through the teams. Oh, Freeman McNeil. Jets running backs. No. Patriots. Oh, Garrett Blunt's probably on here. Guess he's not. Or James White. James White's not going to be on here. Probably got Lorenzo White. Oh, Earl Campbell. There we go. Thomas. Oh, my God. Who else we got here? Robert Montgomery. 1981 especially. He was a beast. Billy Sims will get him for the 80s. What's up, Andrew? Thanks for stopping by. Aaron Jones. I already got Aaron Jones. From last year. Yo, Andrew, I'm sorry about UConn today, man. I had them upsetting. Who did they play? Marshall? I had them upsetting, but I don't know. I watched some of the first quarter. They had a couple of turnovers and they just couldn't come back. But I think the UConn program is, for football, I think they're going to do really good next year. And I know for basketball, they're ranked number 2 right now. Good for them. They're playing out of their minds. Jahi? Yep, for 2016. I knew it. Alrighty. What else we got? Joe Mixon's got to be on here. He is. Thank God. Lindsay? Is Lindsay on here? No. Oh, but Gordon's not on here? Really? How about Eckler? I spell Austin Eckler. That's what takes up so much time is I don't know how to spell half these guys' names. Eckler. Really? Okay, Means is on here. Oh, Ricky Waters. Hold on a second. I ain't dead yet. Come on. What else we got? Got like 49 running backs for whatever reason. Not coming to my head, though. You just have a teammate. Yeah, really proud. Exactly, bro. My thoughts exactly. It's going to be a lot of very obvious ones that I missed, so feel free to roast me. You're telling me Alvin Kamara's never been in top 5. I tried his name earlier. I'll try him again. I mean, that is absolutely wild. What is Alvin Kamara doing? 1,200 yards on the dot last year? Why don't I know this? Turner. Edgerrin James. My Green. I think a Viking ring next now, actually. Cook Peterson. Robert, well, I already typed in Smith, so Robert Smith would already be in if he was. Craig Dillon. Okay, I was going to make sure the game is not getting it at halftime. It is actually very shortly, so this will be perfect. This quiz will end right about when the second half starts. Jerick McKinnon, I already got McCaffrey. McKinnon would not be top 5 rushers. Maybe this year, but no. I guess there's nothing for the Vikings then. Oh, yeah, well, I already typed in DeMarco Murray, so Latavius Murray would be added in. Marlon Mack, that's a weird one. No. So Rams are ready to kick off. Game Akers, that's not right. How about Dylan? AJ Dillon, nope. I guess I'm quitting YouTube. I didn't get the 100%. Clinton Portis, oh my god. Here we go, Clinton Portis. As Gay is ready to kick off. Second half is underway with a kick that bounces off the side of his foot. That was a terrible kick, and he slides down the 31-yard line. Okay. So Packers again good field position. That is very not Foster. What was his name? 92 running back. Oh, he's already on there. Barry Foster. Man, 190. I would like to get 200, but that's not going to happen. Oh, Tony Dorsett will help with that. Damn, really? 193? That's awful. First attempt for the Packers, and then we'll check who we missed out on. Handoff up the middle and nothing. Actually, a loss of a yard. Or I believe that was Aaron Jones. All right. So I had 74%. The average score is 44, which makes me feel better, but that's still not great. All right. Najee Harris, probably should have guessed that. Chris Carson, Mark Ingram, Jordan Howard, Darren McFadden, Justin Forsett. Matt Forte, I should have guessed. Jamal Charles. Oh, God. How did I forget about Jamal Charles? Rodgers on 2nd and 11. Pump fakes and takes a sack. He's been doing that all night. Pump faking, taking sacks. Let's see who got the sack. 57. It's not on the roster. Number 92. John Williams. There is a flag. Who else do we miss here? So Charles and Forte were obvious. Willie Parker, yeah. Jamal Lewis, that was a 2,000-yard rusher in 03. I knew that. No. Deuce McAllister? Didn't he play on the Saints? Garrison Hurst, Tiki Barber, Chris Warren for sure. Kurt Warner would have been another good guess. Marion Butts, Ernest Biner. Christian Okoye in 89. That's right. Herschel Walker. How do I not guess Herschel Walker? He just lost the Georgia voting. Sucks to be him. Franco Harris, Chuck Foreman. Yeah, these are easy. Lance McCutcheon, Don Woods, like John Brockton. Like those are hard. Marv Hubbard. Floyd Little, I should have probably guessed because he's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, whatever. 1st and 10, Aaron Jones, spin move, and he is ripped down to the ground by Leonard Floyd. 2nd and 10. I want to do another quiz. Maybe if this game turns into a blowout, we'll do another quiz. So I'll have to come up with another one for Jaguars and Jets on Thursday. I want to do a Jaguars only quiz. That would be awesome. Do a Jaguars only quiz. See how much I know about my own team. I feel like I know a lot. Not like every little detail, but I feel like I know quite a bit. 2nd and 10, Rodgers throws off the slant. That is a gain of 12. For the first down, that is Romeo Doubs. And look at the Packers driving here. Just him off the slant. Troy Hill with a nice tackle right there. catches for 32 yards. Rodgers takes the snap. Jones, the running back, quick throw, pass is caught. Got 11. That is Christian Watson for the first down. Watson working man on Troy Hill. He was able to turn around and make the grab over Hill. He does a little first down signal. Packers now in the huddle driving. This is the first drive of the second half. Packers get out of the huddle. Watson and Lazard are both going to the far left. First reception on 2 targets tonight for Watson. First and 10. Inside handoff. A.J. Dillon. Wrapped up a loss of 1, and there is a flag. Second down coming up. I don't really know what the flag was. They didn't really state. Watson on the season has 7 touchdown catches on 42 targets. All other wide receivers, 7+ receiving touchdowns, have over 90 targets. Just realized Watson has his entire left arm tattooed, but no tattoos on his right arm. That is interesting. I never noticed that. Rodgers dumps it off. A.J. Dillon off the screen, and it'll be a first down, if not 3rd and 1, and they'll mark it 1st and 10 for the Pack. So Green Bay is driving, and they are playing pretty well here in this third quarter. He's had 7 touchdowns in the last 5 games, Watson, most since week 10. He had none in his first 6 games, including quite a few drops. That came his way. Just got to put some faith in a young receiver after a while. Ball is placed at the 28. Rodgers takes the snap. Pump fakes. Guns it down the middle. And a gain of 16 for Watson. First down, Packers. We now have under 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. I mean, just tearing apart the defense. I don't know why the safeties are playing so off on Watson. Nick Scott able to get the tackle at the last second, but, I mean, they are playing so off the receivers right now, the Rams. I don't know what they're doing. Rodgers loving it. He's on a roll. He's playing his best football in a couple of weeks. Rodgers 4 for 4 for 52 yards. Lazard in motion, fakes it, ball placed at the 13, and a loss of 2. On the play action throw to Jones, he lost a couple. Bobby Wagner was there. I just got on the official final score. The Bruins defeat the Florida Panthers tonight by the score of 7-3. This is the official final score for you there. .9:43 and counting, third quarter. Rodgers flips Jones from right to left. Jones, the catch. And out of bounds by Scott, making it 3rd down and long for Green Bay. Making the 3rd down 6. They are well inside Mason Crosby field goal range. Rodgers, you have to throw an incompletion on this drive. 6 for 6 for 56 yards. Substitute Watson back in. Packers, by the way, are 0 for 21 in their last opening drives in either half. First drive tonight resulted in an interception. We've yet to see a Pat O'Donnell punt. It's been a pick, touchdown, and field goal. Rodgers steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his right, throws on the run, incomplete. Looking for Randall Cobb in the end zone, incomplete. Scott, along with the other safety, breaks up the pass. It's 4th and 6, and we have a flag. This is against the Rams. Packers may get a fresh set of downs. Right now, pointing the camera on Nick Scott as the guilty party. Guilty party, pardon me. All right. Long conversation here by the officials. There's a penalty against the Rams, which means it's 1st and goal to go for the Packers. Illegal contact on Jalen Ramsey, so it was not Nick Scott. They're going to penalize Ramsey, the former Jaguar, multi-time Pro Bowl corner, and yep, that's a penalty. Ramsey got the hold of Watson. Can't do that. 1st and goal now for the Packers. After it looked like they forced a field goal, not the case. Rodgers takes the snap, inside handoff. A.J. Dillon lowers the shoulder. Well, he brought down. It's 2nd and goal. 8.5 to go in this 3rd quarter. Packers already eaten up almost half this quarter off this one drive alone. It's been a very fast-paced game, a lot of runs, a lot of non-incomplete passes. Just keeping the clock run. 2nd and goal. Rodgers takes the snap as it's 10 o'clock. I shot off my alarm after this play. Handoff goes. A.J. Dillon's up the middle and in. Touchdown, A.J. Dillon. Oh, yeah. 10 o'clock alarm's going off. A.J. Dillon. 2nd touchdown of the day, of the night, whatever you want to call it. 16-6, Packers in front. And now for the Mason Crosby extra pointing. The 11-play, 68-yard drive that lasted almost 7 minutes. 6 minutes, 56 seconds. $17-6. Pardon me for the yawning. I mean, we've got to take some good games this week, right? 49ers Seahawks, it wasn't an awesome game, but it was far from a bore fest. Bills Dolphins was great. Jaguars Cowboys was somehow even better. You just go from commentating 3 really good games in a row to just this. It's the typical, Packers are going to slowly just kill your team and win. Now that rules. I'll have to find like a 1-minute quiz for a commercial, but whatever. So the Quadzilla or Quadfather? What are these nicknames they gave to A.J. Dillon? His grandfather, Tom Gatewood, he was born a day after my birthday, March 7th. Former New York Giant. Another commercial. Oh my goodness. There it is. Next money, Chargers, Colts. I don't know if that'll be a better game than this one. I mean, at least the Chargers will be fighting for a playoff spot, especially if New England wins. So at least that game will have more importance. And the Colts, I mean, you gotta see how the Colts are gonna do after blowing a 33-0 lead, right? So A.J. Dillon's got 2 touchdowns on the night. Crosby to kick it off. 8:04 to go here in this third quarter. Kickoff is returned by the Rams. I'm going to do a little fake and end around. Atwell with a stiff arm, and he's brought down to the 26-yard line. Baker Mayfield comes out. First time in the second half for number 17. He's 8 for 14 for 74 yards passing. No touchdowns, no turnovers. He has been sacked 3 times, however. Mayfield under center. 1st and 10, ball placed at the 26. Akers, the running back, a man in motion. Handoff goes. Akers is stopped by Walker in the backfield, and that's a loss of 3. What a tackle by Walker, and he is firing up the Lambeau faithful. Way Walker, he comes up that right side. You wouldn't expect him to fit through the gap. He does. Walker is playing a very stellar game tonight. He has quite a few tackles, a pass deflection. He's had a very solid night. Higbee in motion. 2nd and 12. An end around handoff to Powell, and he goes down to the 33-yard line. Not bad idea. Got Powell involved in the play. Powell had a punt return touchdown against the Vikings last season. Has to play as the 3rd string receiver due to injuries in this Rams offense. I'm going to call Matt Skura for holding. So I don't think that play's going to end up counting. Second and 22 coming up now for the Rams. Yep, that was a hold. How Jerron Reed, the former Seahawk left end. Second and 22, crowd getting loud. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. Baker handoff. And Akers is going to go down to the 19, where he is brought down. It is 3rd down coming up as after drawing the penalty, Reed gets the tackle. The following play, it's 3rd and 17. Empty backfield now for Mayfield. 3rd down, 17. Throws, passes complete to Akers, and Akers will get about 6 or 7 on that one, and Green Bay forces a punt. Yes, they do go back to the original line of scrimmage. So a gain of 7 for Akers off the catch out of the backfield, but Akers still under 100 yards passing, and Riley Dickerson is still out to punt for the Rams. Nishan Nixon, the return man for the Packers. Takes in with the punt. That one lands. Look at this return by Nixon all the way out of bounds to around the 47-yard line of Green Bay. We got a flag. And the referees come together once more. Personal foul face mask on the Rams. So yards will be added to the end of the kick. I'm going to call Yeast. Alrighty, Packers coming back out. Let's see, I want to do another Sporkle quiz here. That was fun. NFL teams by Star Wars helmets. Easy, but we'll give it a go. Oh, no, I didn't mean to start it. We'll try that next commercial break. Oh, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, we are about 2 hours into the broadcast, and I don't know if it's just me or not. This game is going by way quicker than most games, I feel, because I don't know what it is, but these 2 hours have just flew by like nothing. She's bah humbug, a Verizon commercial. One more time, I'm gonna go insane. I know it's an Apple phone. I have a Samsung though. I don't care about your irrelevant product in my eyes. Nah. And bro, I don't care about NFLshop.com. I'll show you guys the 2 jerseys I got. I already know the 2 jerseys I got this year for Christmas. I'll show them. I'll show them when I get them officially. I don't want to spoil them for you, but I'll make sure to wear them on stream. All right. After the penalty, the Packers get the ball now at the Ram 35. Handoff, Aaron Jones. I think he got the first there. He did. Rams run defense. It was a strong point last year. It's been a weak point this season. They shut down Mixon primarily at the Super Bowl. Didn't let him get a lot of yards. Same with Pirine. In fact, it was a 3rd and 1 run stop that almost sealed the game for him. 2nd down and 1. Tight end in motion. Pitch goes. Aaron Jones. 1st down for the Packers. Shoved out of bounds by Bobby Wagner. Needed a yard. Got 2. First downs in favor of Green Bay, 19-8. Wow, that's a difference. They're doing this without their star left tackle, David Bakhtiari. Lazard in motion. Handoff goes. And down to the 22-yard line goes Aaron Jones. back Tom, of course, start the season in place of David Bakhtiari, a left tackle, who's out with an appendix injury. Bakhtiari missed quite a bit of last season as well. He is a 3-time Pro Bowler when he's healthy. Missing his second straight game. He has made the Pro Bowl 2016, 2020, 2021, rather 2019, 2020. Rodgers play action. Throws wide open. All the way down to the 8-yard line. Mercedes Lewis, the former Jaguar. A nice first down catch off the play action. Throws a double tight end set with both Tunyon and Lewis and Rodgers off the play action throw. He's going to roll it to the right and find his man wide open, which is the veteran tight end out of the 06 draft class, second round pick by the Jaguars that year. Another former Jaguar draft pick, Allen Lazard, in motion. Right to left, Rodgers play fake, pump fakes, and throws it away. Second and goal. Williams applied the pressure. Whoa, look at this. Walking right up to wow, that was crazy. I've never seen that. Camera showed it too. Someone walked up to Josh Myers of the Packers and just stuck his helmet in his face. It was like, hey. All right, Packers get out of the huddle, ball placed at the 7. Jones, the running back. Rodgers, play fake, dumps it over. Jones, he's going to dive, touchdown. Aaron Jones on the throw out of the backfield. 7 yards out, and Green Bay extends the lead 23-6. Aaron Jones, 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and overall his 7th touchdown. Mason Crosby hits the extra point. It is 24-6. Will we see John Wolford? I don't know. We might even see Jordan Love if this thing continues to be a blowout. Man, 24-3 domination by the Pack. All right, so I found a little fun Star Wars helmet quiz. Let's do this before I take a break. Obviously, be the Chiefs. I mean, this is gonna be easy. I'm just doing this more so to look at the designs. If I don't go 32 for 32 on this, I am going to be very upset at myself, very sad. Look at that, Bill Belichick. That's funny. You got Chewbacca on her helmet. Okay, I'll take it. Bengals got to be, right? Yep. Titans? Unless it's Cowboys. It is Cowboys. Wow, that's crazy. Giants. The Bears. The Colts. I'm going to make sure I got to check out the game. Doesn't get out of halftime yet, or out of a commercial break. Making like weight of this quiz. I just kind of wanted to see, if it would throw me up for a loop or whatnot. The Raiders had Darth Vader. That's pretty cool. That's the Titans. Browns. The commercial break. Okay. Didn't throw me for a loop at all. Who's the last team though? Jets. Yep. How do people get 88%? I will never understand. Alrighty. Returned by Powell to the 30. Powell has been getting some nice returns today, though. I'll give him credit where credit's due. I should say, if the Vikings and Jaguars taught us anything, it's that this game is not over. Mayfield throws a screen. Akers gets blocking. Akers will get about 18 before stepping out of bounds. There is a flag, however. Walking underneath by the Rams, rather by Jaire Alexander. Now Alexander's got to please Casey, the official, but he's going to get unlucky here. Look at this. It's a lineman down low. The lineman he took out, number 63 for the Rams. Zagardo Deabushi. Rams now have the ball at the 37-yard line of Green Bay thanks to that penalty, and Akers runs to the 29. Well, the Ram field goal does next to nothing. A touchdown. Once the extra point, make it an 11-point game, meaning 2 possessions, and keeping the Rams sticking around for longer. And now they get a defensive stop, who knows what happens, right? Mayfield under center, ball placed at the 29 of Green Bay. Inside handoff. Here is Akers. Akers busted one down to the 10, a gain of about 14. Wow, Cam Akers ripped off a couple of tackles, and he was almost gone. Down the hole up the right-hand side. Nice elusiveness by Akers. Inside handoff, Akers to the 8. Second and goal. By the way, Cam Akers rushing per attempt 3.3, which is the worst in the league heading into week 14. But tonight it is roughly 6 at 5.9. Mayfield takes the snap in shotgun formation. Throws for the end zone. Incomplete. Swatted away by Amos. The intended receiver was Atwell. It's third and goal. Honestly, for the Rams, I know you don't want to potentially get blown out, but if you don't get it on third down here, I would definitely recommend going for it with nothing to lose. Mayfield thought he just had the perfect pass. It's a little overthrow for Walker, but overall, the ball landed in the perfect spot. Good coverage by Amos, and that just shows you that Mayfield has really done a nice job this season. At least in his first 2 games with the Rams, he's been a more accurate passer. A timeout is called by the Rams. Packers still have all 3 Rams down to 2. We will head to commercial break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Packers and Rams. Packers up by 3 possessions, but the Rams trying to cut the deficit back down to 2. What'll happen when we come back? Heading out of commercial break. Oh, by the way, Baker Mayfield has thrown 182 consecutive passes in the red zone without an interception. Their longest streak. The last one happened in 2019, Week 6 against the Seattle Seahawks. 26 seconds left here. In this third quarter, the Rams are the only team this season without a touchdown by a tight end. Tyler Higbee is in the game. Mayfield throws. Touchdown to Tyler Higbee. There it is. Tight end touchdown. You bring up the stat, good stuff happens. Mayfield to Higbee from 8 yards out. And well, there you go. Good throw from Mayfield. Step back 3 times. Good throw. High throw, but only where Higbee could get it. Ending the 6-play, 70-yard drive, ending in just over 2 minutes. Matt Gay to attempt the extra point. He shanked it right. Wow. Remains a 2-possession game, but it is 24-12. Should have been 13. McGay misses the extra point. Higbee still pretty stoked on the sideline, as he should be. So we'll head back to commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Might be taking a lot of breaks during commercial moving forward for the rest of the game. I hope you guys don't mind that. But I'll be back when this game resumes. All right, back at commercial break. We were about to see the Rams kick off to the Packers. Tyler Higbee, 8-yard receiving touchdown. First touchdown this year by the Rams tight ends. By the way, they are the first Super Bowl champions, defending Super Bowl champions, rather than the Rams finished with a losing record since the 2003 Buccaneers. 22 seconds left at the third. Here's the return. Nixon busting free. 30, 40, 50. Nixon brought down on the play by the punter. Riley Dixon again involved in a huge hit. And now more extracurricular activity at the end of the play. Nixon has been having great returns all night. It's about time he finally broke one for over 30. And that one lands for 50. Sean Nixon with a 52-yard kickoff return. They'll mark it. Ball already placed at the 47 of LA. Rodgers takes the snap, inside handoff, A.J. Dillon. Backwards he goes, brought down at the 48. It's about 2 seconds tick off here in the third quarter. All right, fourth quarter coming up here in Lambeau. Be right back again after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. 24-12, Packers up by 12. Should be hopefully an exciting fourth quarter. A.J. Dillon, the Packer running back, who has both touchdowns for them on the night. He just entered into the medical tent. More on him later. Rodgers throws deep on second and 14, and it's a dropped interception. by Nick Scott, and we have flag. So fourth quarter already here. It is 10:34 Eastern Time. This has been a relatively quick game. First half flew by. Third quarter went by kind of medium speed. And now we have a penalty on the Rams. Troy Hill penalized for PI. That's going to put the Packers around the 35, as he definitely had contact with Christian Watson there. 100% agree with the call. Rodgers chucked it up before getting buried by Leonard Floyd. Rams have 7 penalties for 61 yards. Packers only have 3 for 40. And it seems like penalties have killed the Rams here, as Packers will get the ball at the 35-yard line in shotgun. Inside handoff, Aaron Jones. Jones tries to bounce it to the right, and Ramsey, what an aggressive tackle. He's not having the best season coverage-wise in his career, but still a force to be reckoned with on the field. Still an X factor as we take a look at this tackle again. He comes up right-hand side and just throws Jones to the ground. He has 5 tackles on the night. Not too bad for the number 5 CB. Watson in motion. Rodgers, quick throw. Down to the 29. Randall Cobb had it. He fumbled. I'm going to say he was down. Making that 3rd down and long here for the Packers coming up. Well, at least we think. Good catch by Cobb. Cobb is, that ball is stripped out before he touches. That is a fumble. The Packers recovered it anyway, so I don't really see the reason in challenging this for. Let's see. He has possession. He makes a football move. Yeah, that ball's out. That's a fumble. Packers got it anyway, though, so again, I don't really see why we would make a big deal out of it. 3rd and 10. Here for the Packers. 14:06 to go. Fourth quarter just getting underway here in Lambeau Field. Where these two teams playing the same stadium in the 2020 divisional round. It would end up being Jared Goff's last game as a Ram. Packers won. Aaron Rodgers is sacked back at the 43. Leonard Floyd in the ex-Chicago Bear. Played against this Packer team quite a bit. And again, they work on the left side with David Bakhtiari out of the lineup. Floyd, nice move to get around. Rodgers gets sacked, and now he made a pretty makeable field goal into a very tough field goal attempt for Mason Crosby. But they will try to increase the lead by 15. Here's his 9th sack against Aaron Rodgers. He has his 2nd tonight. That's the most among active players. And they're actually going to punt. So we're going to see Pat O'Donnell, another former Chicago Bear. We're going to see him for the first time tonight. That punt will be retrieved by Powell, and he steps out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. So they will not attempt a long field goal. They'll go for the punt instead. And that's where Baker Mayfield and the Rams will start at the 12-yard line when they come back from commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter just getting underway here on YouTube. Can the Rams make it a one-possession game? It is a possibility. All right, just getting a commercial break. Handoff goes. And it's about a yard for Cam Akers. 2nd and 10 here for the Rams. We have 13 minutes left in regulation, and will probably be the game, I would imagine. We're not going into extra minutes tonight, but you just never know. Mayfield yet to commit a turnover in a Ram uniform. He has thrown 2 touchdowns to no interceptions since last week against Las Vegas. Play fake. Mayfield walks right into a sack. What is he doing? Oh, he's daydreaming. He ran right into a sack. Justin Hollins. Oh, that's got to feel nice for the former Ram. Wow. And look at Mayfield. Woo. I mean, 0 effort trying to avoid getting sandwiched. 3rd and 13. Mayfield throws while being hit. Intercepted. Russell Douglas. And the ball fumbled. Amos picks it up, and he is brought down at the 34. So the Packers picked it off. They fumbled it, and they got it anyway. Well, announcer jinxed it. You're very welcome. It said Baker Mayfield's yet to throw an interception in a Ram uniform. And what does he do 3 plays later? Throw an interception, of course. To Rasul Douglas. And this is a pretty bad one. Overthrows his man. He underthrew. He underthrew his man by a mile. Wow. That was awful. Rasul Douglas with his 3rd interception of the season, his 8th as a Packer. And that'll tie the turnover margin at 1, and this could potentially seal the win for the Packers with a touchdown. Baker Mayfield threw 4 interceptions as a member of the Browns on Christmas Day last year against the Pack here at Lambeau Field. That's a gain of 3. Again, he had broken ribs. He got injured. He threw 3 interceptions there. He played a bad game against the Steelers, sat out the week 18 game against the Bengals. The Browns won because Cincinnati was playing their backups. Browns trade for Watson in March. Shipped Mayfield off to Carolina in, I think it was July. And thought everything was going to work down there in Carolina, but just not the case. Aaron Jones needed 7. He's got 11, 12. Look at the pile push. And then Ramsey comes away with the football. Bodies are flying everywhere. Flags are everywhere. Ramsey thinks it's a turnover. I think this is getting blown dead, and the Packers are still going to have possession. Ramsey's doing a little dance. He came away with the football, but I think this is going to be a penalty against the Rams, and I don't think the turnover is going to count for anything. I could be 100% wrong, though. Officials, of course, will talk things over. See, coaches challenge in this game. Both teams still have both their challenges remaining. Yeah, use them up for the 2-minute warning if necessary. Alrighty. Personal foul, face mask on the offense. Personal foul, defense. But yes, it is a takeaway. Ramsey strips Aaron Jones and the Rams, right after throwing an interception, what was that, 2 or 3 plays after the pick? Ramsey just rips it away from Jones. The celebrating was all for naught. Ramsey will recover that fumble, and hey, keeps the Rams in this ball game. Laying down 12, that's 2 touchdowns. 10:55 to go. We'll see what happens. A huge turnover for Jalen Ramsey. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Mayfield's got to redeem himself, and he's got to get the offense going after his first pick as a Ram. Just getting out of commercial break. So, yeah, Ramsey steals the ball away from Aaron Jones. And Baker Mayfield's completed a 4-yard pass. We approach 10 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Rams currently have the ball at the 19. Mayfield with a touchdown and an interception for 111 yards today. Still more than what Mac Jones threw yesterday against the Raiders, fun fact. He was in the double digits. And the Rams called timeout. They're already down to 1. That's going to be backbreaking. Down to 1 timeout already. Get on 6. Mayfield, play fake, pump fake, throws deep, and he has a man. That's P.I. Atwell. Yep. Atwell, the intended man, and Amos ran him over. 100% PI. First and 10. That's the biggest penalty of the night for the Packers, as despite the Rams committing 8 penalties compared to the Packers, 4, the Packers now have 80 penalty yards compared to 76. Now the ball to Green Bay 41. Atwell in motion. Fakes it. Mayfield. Steps up in the pocket. He's sacked by Preston Smith. Again, stepping up in the pocket, it doesn't help you out. Preston Smith with his second sack of the night. Good play action to Akers. Yeah, Mayfield being in the system for less than 2 weeks, he's still trying to, figure out a lot of these plays, but he has begun to sack quite a bit tonight. Again, I know there's a lot of backups in as well, but Preston Smith comes screaming up the middle. Able to get the sack. So at 16, fakes, incomplete. And for Powell, Mayfield there. Almost said Stafford. I am tired. I was actually contemplating about ending this broadcast midway through the third quarter because I was tired. But right at the end of the third, I ran upstairs, got a quick snack, and at least I feel energized to finish up at least the rest of this. I mean, 3rd and 16. This game is essentially out of reach for LA if they do not score a touchdown on this drive. They have 2 plays to convert a fourth. I definitely say if it's 4th and 7 or less, I would go for it. Mayfield scrambles to have a sack. Pumps, runs, gets a yard. Holding against the Rams. He's declined 4th down. And that's on one of the starters. One of the very few starters left on this Rams team. Rob Haverstein. Dixon with a punt. They're caught at the 14. All right, another commercial break. They punted. I think that's going to essentially seal it. We'll see how much time, if any, Green Bay can kill off here. I think Green Bay, they have a little over 9 minutes left. I think Green Bay could definitely kill this clock down, kick another field goal, make it a 3-possession game, and essentially wrap things up. Well, I'll be right back when the game resumes here on YouTube. Back live here at Lambeau Field. 8:51 to go, fourth quarter. Packers up by 2 possessions, have the ball at their own 14-yard line. The pitch goes to Aaron Jones, and he will pick up 9 on that first carry as the pitch went to the right. Let's take a look at the AFC playoff picture real quick. The Bills have the 1 seed at 11-3. Chiefs the 2 seed at 11-3. Also, Bills have the tiebreaker. The Bengals also have the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. They're the 3rd seed at 10-4. Titans leading the AFC South at 7-7. Ravens, Chargers, Dolphins, the 2 wild cards. Patriots and Jets with the most realistic chances of potentially catching the Chargers or Dolphins in the wild card race. And Jacksonville with a potential chance to leapfrog Tennessee for the division lead if a Titan loss occurs this week. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be first down carry and a gain of 4 for Patrick Taylor. And that was Patrick Taylor's first catch of the game. Again, A.J. Dillon left the game due to concussion protocols. Yeah, the 2 touchdowns earlier on in this game. Of course, the NFC playoff picture, these 2 teams practically out of it right now, but the Eagles holding on against the Bears yesterday to win it 25-20. They remain the 1 seed at 13-1. They go up against the Cowboys trying to clinch the number 1 seed in the NFC. Matt LaFleur called a timeout. So Green Bay is down to 2 timeouts. LA with 1. Like I said, that's going to be absolutely backbreaking for the Rams, already calling 2 timeouts. Currently showing Joe Burrow highlights against Tampa Bay. I'll say, man, Burrow's looked very impressive this year. I don't know what the heck happened in week 1 where he threw the 4 interceptions or whatever it was, but he's gotten better. And now that Baltimore lost, Cincinnati finally leads that division at 10-4. Good for them. Fake Rodgers throws down the middle, wide open. The rookie down to the 48-yard line of LA. That is Dobbs on the catch. And he is able to get open there. He's had quite a few receptions tonight, quite a few for a first down. Now it's 7 minutes to go. Green Bay can continue to kill more clock as take a look at this replay here. So Watson was in motion. It was a good play fake by Rodgers. Good throw down the middle. Aaron Rodgers signaling a first down. After that throw, that was his 4 catches for 55 yards on the night. Here's the inside handoff as Aaron Jones stumbles his way to the 43. Rodgers with an over 200-yard performance, 208 with 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The 1 interception was an overthrow. He was looking for Allen Lazard down the left sideline. It was picked off by Taylor Rapp, and the Packers scored on, I believe it was 3 straight possessions. Inside handoff, that is Taylor on the carry. Needed 4, got 3. It's 3rd and 1 for the Packers, and they are on the cusp of Mason Crosby long-distance field goal range here at 3rd and 1. Yeah, the Packers, I think they're doing us all a favor by running down the clock. There's now under 5.5 to go. Which will, by theory, keep their playoff hopes alive at least another week. That's all you could ask for at this point for the Packers. Just got to win out, get that tiebreaker against Detroit, and you never know. 3rd and 1, play action throw. It's caught by Watson, and he goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Christian Watson having himself a nice night. He's yet to catch a touchdown, but that's all right. He's still been very effective in this passing attack for the Packers. Nice play action throw there, and brought out of bounds by Nick Scott. Watson again, 7 touchdowns. In the last 5 games, again, he broke out on the scene against Dallas, and today, 38 yards on 3 receptions, 12 of which came after the catch. Lazard in motion, now under 4.5 to go. Rodgers on our center, takes the handoff. Taylor tries to bounce to the right. He is ripped to the ground by Floyd, who has 2 sacks on the night. By far, the Rams' defensive MVP and probably the best player all day for the Rams. For the Packers, it's tough to say who's been the best player. I think you could go a couple names. B.J. Dillon, obviously, with the 2 touchdowns, would probably be the front runner. Rasul Douglas played a great game himself as well. Big fan of Rasul Douglas. Again, after he got that interception against Arizona last year, that's where he really broke out on the scene from a borderline practice squad corner to the corner 2 next to Jari Alexander in Wisconsin. Not too shabby. The pitch goes to Aaron Jones to make the running back substitution, and it pays off heavily. To the 12 goes Jones before he's brought down by Taylor Rapp. The Packers are going to continue to kill clock here as they should. They're going to get great blocking up the right side here. Tight end blocking as well. Jones off a pitch. Yeah, nice job. Picking up the first and then some there. He's at 87 rushing yards on the night. Lazard in motion. Rodgers takes the snap. No delay of game. Caught by the rookie and brought down immediately. So Dobbs goes nowhere that time. Brought down immediately by Troy Hill. Look at Hill. Woo. Nice aggressive down low tackle. Packers get to continue to kill off clock, which is a good thing. They're going to milk this all the way down to the 2-minute warning. 6.5 minutes this drive. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers to rookies this season, 66 completions and 10 touchdowns. All those are career highs. Not the 787 passing yards, though. Watson top of the screen to the right, and play clock was down to 1. Green Bay calls a timeout, so both teams are down to 1 timeout left. Not that that will be much of a factor moving forward. Packers still up 24-12, and they will win this game, barring anything crazy. Completely unprecedented. Packers still in the huddle. 2nd and 6. Rodgers our center. In motion. Rodgers throws, passes caught. Watson spin move, and he's brought down. Making it 3rd down 3. All right, 2-minute warning. Man, well, last time, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff from Fluster Sports. I'll make sure you guys subscribe here on YouTube for more NFL commentaries and other commentaries too. We'll begin some NHL and maybe college football future broadcasts as well. Let's see. Jaguars and Jets will be my next live stream, which will be on Thursday. It should hopefully be a very good game, so we will see what happens there. All right. We got the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I wish this game was more eventful. I'm sorry, guys, but whatever the NFL schedule says goes. Rodgers throws incomplete for Watson, making it 4th and 2. Well, I'll put it to you this way. You kick a field goal, it's a 3-possession game. The game is officially out of reach. If you don't, well, whatever. It's still 2 possessions, and they still got to go like 93 yards. Was it now 46 receiving yards? Well, here we go. 4th and 2. Touchdown. We'll win it for the Packers officially. Inside handoff. Aaron Jones. First down to the 1-yard line on 4th and 2. And this would be hysterical if the Packers, I mean, no offense to the Packers, but I know it's going to look bad if you try to run up the score, but we're at the 1-yard line, man. You got to go for the touchdown. Very tempting, too, anyway. Minute 36 left. The Rams called their last timeout. I mean, what is the point in this? Seven 15-second drive that's going to win it. Wow. Wow, they're not going to go for the touchdown. They're going to take knees and end it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff of Fluster Sports. I'm saying enjoy the rest of your evening. The Packers are going to win it 24-12 to go to 6-8 in the air. Rams go to 4-10, continuing their defense as the worst Super Bowl champion of all time. Wow. Least worst Super Bowl hangover of all time. I think we can confirm that. Yeah, I was going to take out knees and run out the rest of the clock. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys Thursday for the Jaguars and Jets, which that's my team. I'll be probably much more excited and motivated. And honestly, it should be a closer game too. So that should be a fun game Thursday. We had three pretty good games in a row, 2 amazing games, and then again, Seahawks 49ers. It wasn't the best game in the world, but it was better than tonight's game. I ain't complaining. It's what the schedule comes out with, right? So we're off commentating whatever the primetime game is. But yeah, this game was kind of rough. I felt it was very boring once the Packers got up by 2 possessions and just killed off the rest of the game with a 7-minute drive, which is crazy. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video again. If you did, that like button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Packers win to go to 6-8 on the season.